The Henry Nowak tragedy is being framed by some as a British George Floyd story, though one where the roles of race and systemic neglect are perceived to be reversed. The incident between Henry Nowak, a young British man, was stabbed 5 times, including a fatal wound to the neck, by 23-year-old Vikram Digwa. Digwa reportedly used an 8-inch blade that he carried as part of his Sikh faith, a practice the sources criticized as a legal loophole that allowed a weapons-obsessed killer to remain armed. While Nowak attempted to flee the scene by climbing a fence, Digwa continued the attack, which high-profile figures like Elon Musk have characterized as a clear case of murder. The most controversial element of the case involves the police body cam footage, which shows officers responding to the scene while Nowak was bleeding out. In the video, Nowak repeatedly tells officers, "I've been stabbed and I can't breathe," but an officer dismissively replies, "I don't think you have, mate," rather than receiving an immediate medical assistance. Nowak was placed in handcuffs, pulled across gravel with his hands forced behind his back, and treated as a criminal suspect. This treatment allegedly occurred because the officers instantly believed Digwa's false claims that Nowak had racially abused him. The sources argue that white guilt and a fear of being labeled racist led the police to prioritize the attacker's narrative over the life of the dying victim.
Man, they might freaking burn the UK up one day.
You know what it is?
This makes me happy to have the U.S. police force that we have, because a U.S. officer would never let this shit happen.
The Muslims have taken over the police over there. So it was a Muslim who attacked a white person.
Sikh is not Muslim. It's Sikh.
Whatever.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing to me.
Thing.
Same thing to me. So that's why they not rocking with white people over there. The Muslims have taken over.
I think Sikh is closer to Hinduism than it is to Muslims.
Well, whatever it is, I'm not going to say it requires violence, but he says due to his religion, he needs to carry a blade.
Let's look up what is it. Let's look it up.
A monotheistic religion founded in the 15th century by Guru Nanak in the Punjab religion of South Asia. So it's Indian, and it is the 5th largest religion in the world with over 25 million followers globally. The faith centers on devotion to one formless God and equality for all humanity.
Either way, it's not native to the Arab land. These
Definitely not.
Well, it says it's from India, from the Punjab region of India.
I know. So the problem here
Punjabs.
is that they keep allowing these immigrants over there, and we're going to continue to have situations like this and violence because we don't know what these people believe.
Interestingly enough, the fact that police are prioritizing immigrants over its citizens should be enough for the citizens to protest.
Okay, guys. And the body cam footage has now been released. This is just, it's bad, guys. I mean, look at this family.
This is horrible.
Like, this is almost unbelievable.
And that is who the police believed? I'm sorry. I couldn't be a police officer. I'm putting him in handcuffs.
Well, if one person has stab wounds, the other person doesn't have stab wounds. It's pretty clear who was stabbed.
I'm keeping it 100. I'm putting him in handcuffs.
They say he was bleeding while they were dragging him. Charged the police.
And the police didn't care. They deserve to be put in jail for many, many years.
My dad's holding it now. He keeps dropping side to side, so I'm just trying to keep him set up.
Right.
He's got a mouthful of blood, I don't want him.
I can't breathe. He was on the bin on the other side of this gate.
He's jumped over these fences and stuff like that. And he's up
Move
here.
away, mate.
He's obviously, he's fallen from there and he slipped from there.
There's other shoes left over there, mate.
What's your name, mate? Huh? Has anyone been hurt other than him?
Yeah, me. He's grabbed my brother, he's took my turban off, started grabbing my head.
Are you injured?
Yeah, I've got swollen eye, little bruise.
Alright, just step back a little bit for me. Someone flag these down.
Got this stabbed.
He sounds messed
Out
up.
of there, shall we?
I was in bed asleep. Whenever just found me up there, look, someone's attacked me. I can't breathe.
Grab his other arm. What's happened to you, alright?
Been stabbed.
You've been stabbed? Whereabouts? I don't think you have, mate.
What the fuck?
It's a hard life.
Hand?
I can't breathe.
Put the hand in the cuff, mate.
Wow.
This is like times this has happened. You've been walking, you can't
Can we get a van?
multiple times you've had people racistly
90
attacked,
foot.
still nothing happens.
He's saying he's been stabbed, so
Where
let's
is it
just
you
check
think you've
him.
been stabbed? In the face? Oh no, but we have to check, don't we?
Right.
In the face?
Just get these back off, get their details on that, and I'll keep hold of them.
Please, brother, I'm free.
Should we?
Right, keep you on your side, mate.
They
Gotta
holding him
regroup him.
down?
Saying to him, I'm keeping him on his side. We were set up when we had him here, but he didn't like it. What's your name, mate?
He's not.
Exactly.
At the moment, you are under arrest. That's for assault, so you do not have to say anything, may harm in defence. If you do not mention when questioned, it's up to which you later rely in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence, alright? He's going to be sick, I think.
He's dying.
What's his name?
So I just want you to call it.
Yeah, we've got this male. He's
just-
been beat up. Are we able to
He's
get
dead.
an ambulance, please?
His pupils aren't even reacting.
He's dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
These officers
Wow.
deserve the death penalty.
They
This
do.
video pissed me off so fucking much. I don't give a fuck what happens to the UK. If all the immigrants come over there and burn that shit to ash, that's what they fucking deserve. Fuck the UK for this vast incompetence. No, I'm not gonna say F the UK. F the law enforcement officers for this vast incompetence that allowed a young man to die. You just believe the words of somebody else and you put someone who people are giving medical attention to in handcuffs? These officers deserve the worst.
I think that this shows whenever wokeness is taken too far and things like it did say like the white guilt thing, the police, I'm sorry, but the Muslims got the police over there. So then you see a Muslim brown dude saying, oh, I've been racially attacked, but he's fine. But then there's a white guy on the ground dying, but you know, he's white. So
I gotta keep it 100. You'd think the police would cater to the citizens more than the fucking immigrants.
nope, they got the police over there.
I think that is a failure of the law enforcement system that you would cater to an immigrant rather than your
this
citizens.
is sickening.
I'm sorry. This is why I say citizens are more important than immigrants. This is why I say immigration is a real problem. I will not vote for any candidate that does not prioritize citizens over immigrants of any form. Of any form. This is what you get. This is the result you get. This is fucking terrible. R.I.P. this young man. I'm sorry.
And he had to carry the blade because of his religion.
How does that even make sense?
I have to carry a knife because of my Sikh religion.
How does that even make sense?
Nah, bro.
Oh, it said he was sentenced to 21 years in prison.
Well, that's good.
But I
That's
mean,
exactly what he deserves. It might be a bit less. Might be a bit less than what he deserves.
the police officers deserve something.
They
definitely,
deserve life sentences for vast incompetence, endangering the public,
The UK is
failure to address wounds.
UK is a great nightmare for what America will be if we don't wake up.
Now, let's go to the family's house after the Crown Court.
Novak. I am Henry Novak's father. To my left is my daughter Olivia Novak, Henry's older sister, and to her left is Lucy Ross, Henry's Novak's mother. The jury confirmed what we've always known. Henry's life was taken from him unlawfully, violently, and without justification. Henry was 18 years old. He was kind, ambitious, loved, and full of promise. He had his whole life ahead of him, a degree to finish, places to see, and a future to build. That future was stolen from him, and no verdict or sentence will ever give it back. Henry did nothing wrong. He was one of the kindest, friendliest, and most inclusive people you could ever hope to meet. He was amazing in every way. On the 3rd of December last year, Henry was walking home from a night out with his university football teammates when he encountered Vikram Digwa, a man openly carrying a large knife on the streets of Britain. That knife was used to take Henry's life. He should have been safe walking home. Instead, he became another young life lost to the brutal reality of knife crime in this country. Henry had been stabbed multiple times, and as his chest filled with blood, he tried to escape. He was chased, abused, and filmed by Vikram Digwa and others. When police arrived, Henry was lying on the floor, barely able to sit up and plainly in severe medical distress. With his final words, he told officers that he could not breathe. He told them he had been stabbed. In fact, Henry told officers that he could not breathe 9 times. He told them he had been stabbed 4 times. The response from one officer was, "I don't think you have, mate." The police have said they were misled by the murderer and that the scene when they arrived was complex.
No, it wasn't.
Unfortunately, it seems to us the truth is much simpler. The police were told by our son himself and by a member of the public who called 999 that they heard someone shout that they had been stabbed. But the police did not believe them. Henry was pulled across the gravel, his hands forced behind his back, and he was placed in handcuffs. Instead of being treated as a dying victim, police formally arrested Henry for assault and read him his rights. That was the last thing he heard. Henry did not die with dignity. He did not die with the care he deserved. He lost consciousness before anyone believed him. Let me be absolutely clear. We hold Vikram Digwa solely and 100% responsible for the brutal murder of our son. But Henry should not have died on the streets of Southampton in police custody. The way he was treated was inhumane and degrading. His murderer, however, was afforded decency. He was believed. He was not handcuffed when arrested. He was not handcuffed when transported to the police station. As far as we understand, he was never handcuffed at all. And as Vikram Digwa himself told the court, whilst under arrest for Henry's murder, police even took him to the kitchen so he could choose his food. The contrast is unbearable. We believe the officers involved remain on duty, although we understand some may have since resigned. One was allowed to leave the force before she had given an account to the Independent Office of Police Conduct of what happened that evening. The IOPC investigation remains ongoing. Whilst we await its final report, we are calling on the Home Secretary to ensure that the IOPC has the resources, authority, and independence it needs to conduct a full, fearless, and transparent investigation. Our families should not have to fight for the truth anymore. Despite the shocking actions of the police on that fatal night, the murder investigation was very different. We would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Senior Investigating Officer DCI Rebecca Bartholomew, the Serious Crime Team, and particular officer in the case, Claire Proctor.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, his dad's not mad enough for my liking. I would be fucking
It's been
fuming.
over a year.
I don't give a damn. That's your son. 18 years.
I mean,
I would be freaking livid.
What that's gonna do? Bring him back?
No.
Hell no. I mean, this is a problem with the system.
It's gonna get people fired up and get behind your cause if they not.
Yeah, I mean,
your wife and your daughter out there crying.
No telling what he's doing.
I'm gonna be up there upset.
Oh, we don't know what he's doing behind closed doors. But look, man.
I know he's pissed, but I'm gonna show. I want.
This is failed politics.
This is what happens when your country is invaded and you cater to these people in your country.
Whoa.
This is what happens.
This is the guy right here, and he's just carrying it around.
There's no way that was a knife.
No, look.
Recording him.
That's him.
Come on, man.
Oh, they harassing him. Boy got on a dress.
They're carrying knives. Not just regular knives they're carrying. Those are
That's a sword.
That is like
That was a fucking sword.
That is a weapon.
That's a small sword.
That was a
it was
sword.
8 inches long. That's a small sword.
That wasn't an 8 inches. That was a freaking blade, brother. That was a foot. That was a blade.
Insane, man.
This is what happens when you allow these people to come to your country and you.
We have to have freedom of religion so they can carry their knives.
And she hid the murder weapon.
Racist.
The mom hid the murder weapon.
Racist. Oh man. Racist.
That's what happens when you allow people to come to your country and you tell them that they're equal to citizens and you give them preferential treatment. This is what happens. This is a direct result of that. The UK has fallen. The UK is burnt.
We were almost there. We still could be if we don't start electing right every time.
Yeah,
'Cause
this
these
is
liberals-
no
bad.
no
Of course.
story on Henry
Of
Nowak,
course.
but we still crying about George Floyd jokes in the Big 26. Oh, Kevin Hart shouldn't allow them to say that. How dare you degrade us? They joked about his dead mom, his dead dad. No mad at him for not standing up for that, but God forbid they joke about a dead fentanyl head.
And you know who was wrong also? Daniel Penny.
Oh yeah, no,
Daniel
he
Penny
wasn't wrong.
is a hero.
You see that Atlanta train video?
Yeah.
He's a fucking hero.
They were mad at him, saying he was racist.
They were.
He's a
They're
fucking
stupid,
hero.
bro.
This is insane.
Bro, pull the
guys.
freaking sword out. See?
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
You see, we got to
this
draw the
wouldn't happen
line
in
at
America.
danger.
This wouldn't happen in America. He's getting 50.
Oh,
he's
what
getting,
you mean?
he's
It's
getting
happening.
15 shots.
Happens.
It happens in America. all
Someone
the
gonna pull a knife on me? You getting 15 shots.
time. Just saying it does happen though.
Things
I
like
got my
this happen.
CC.
Remember that
CL.
immigrant that just shot that random girl in New York when he pulled up on the bike and seen her walking and shot her in the head?
Why did he have a gun in New York?
What was that girl's name on the North Carolina bus?
Oh, Irna Zarutska.
And now he wasn't even an immigrant.
He was just a regular
He
old
was a dude
crackhead
with
black
42
dude.
prior arrests.
In a system, you either gonna have to have harsh treatment of crime, or people are going to have to suffer from the harsh crime. So who are we going to make suffer here? The criminals? Because if you commit a violent crime, you should have a very harsh, brutal sentence, and that sucks for you. But you committed a violent crime. Or the regular citizens are going to be victims of harsh, violent crimes because you at least release people who've been arrested a bunch of times.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
Someone's got to make the criminal suffer.
I'm gonna keep it 100. White liberals have guilt for how many people in jail.
Bro, that was this system. Look at all these people locked up. Brother, look at the evidence. They did things to be locked up. They think that a black person just strolling down the street just gonna go to jail every day.
Yeah, man. I've never been in any danger of going to jail in my 27 years on this planet. So that's bullshit.
But look though, Trump, he always says it. They're releasing the worst of the worst.
They are.
That's what they're doing. I would do. I mean, hey, just go. Hey, go ahead, bud. We don't want to keep paying for you in this jail cell, just sitting your ass in here. If these liberal countries gonna allow y'all to go over there, go ahead. I do the same exact shit if I was a leader of them different countries. Go ahead. Let them countries be freaking dumb. And this is the result. Man, this shit's bad. This is unbelievable.
The fact they
guys.
dragged him and handcuffed him when
That
he's
was
begging
that
for
was
help.
hard to watch.
The fact they just let dude. Oh, he's a racist. He hurt my feelings. Big
I was trying to look up the UK stabbing ratings, but they don't even have them.
Yeah, no, I looked
Pretty
up.
sure it's pretty high.
I know it's extremely high.
I looked up how many immigrants, illegal immigrants, commit some type of heinous crime. They don't got that stab either.
Of course they don't. Someone knows it though.
This is unbelievable though, guys, man. It's nothing.
This is sick. This is sad. We can't let this happen in America on this level.
But nobody's covering it.
Y'all keep playing.
Nobody's covering it.
Right. Because it's
Because
not
of politics.
Right.
So
doesn't fit
the
their
people
agenda.
have to wake up.
Doesn't fit their agenda.
That's
why
what y'all think.
they don't post, Chicago every weekend. They don't post that. It doesn't fit their agenda.
That's not what y'all think, guys.